taking Princess Diana to a gay club. Much like the Queen frontman himself, Princess Diana was a troubled yet adored celebrity. And when Mercury, of musical royalty, met the princess of the British monarchy, an incredible situation presented itself. As actor and comedian Cleo Rocos claimed, herself, comedian Kenny Everett, Freddie Mercury and Princess Diana were drinking champagne and watching repeats of the Golden Girls. It was after a few glasses of bubbly that Diana decided that she would follow Everett and Rocos out for a night in the town. The comedians, thinking of the headlines this might incur, suggested otherwise, but Mercury predictably was having none of it. He is quoted as saying, quote, "Go on, let the girl have some fun." And then Mercury helped dress Diana up in drag as a disguise from the paparazzi. From there, Mercury and co took Diana, a princess of the notoriously uptight royal family, to a gay bar in North London named Royal Vauxhall Tavern, a musical prostitute. Freddie Mercury said and did some gloriously outrageous things in his time, sometimes to shock, sometimes to intrigue, and sometimes just to share some of his life. Indeed, his offstage persona was often as alluring and charismatic as the man behind the mic, but perhaps his most shockingly beautiful quote was his description of himself as a musical whore.
How would you describe yourself as an artist? Would you say that you're a very organized person, very spontaneous person, or how would you say?
No, myself as an artist, I'm just a musical prostitute, my dear. It's basically that.
Hiding his illness to focus on leaving a long-lasting musical legacy. As one of the great musical tragedies of the century, the Queen frontman contracted HIV sometime in the 80s. But rather than shell up as a victim, he fought the illness in order to preserve his music for the enjoyment of the next century, fast approaching. And although, near the end, UK tabloids speculated that he may have the virus, he refused to make that the centrepiece of his remembrance.
I never heard him go, "This is really awful, my life is shit, I'm gonna die." Never, 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 never.
Mercury was quoted as saying, "I don't want people buying our records out of effing sympathy." During this time, Mercury battled symptoms such as weight loss, exhaustion, and he even lost most of his foot whilst creating a lasting, critically acclaimed legacy with the album Innuendo.
He was an amazingly strong person.
The sicker Freddie got, the more he seemed to need to record to give himself something to do, some sort of reason to get up.
And Freddie at that time said, "Write me stuff." He said, "I know I don't have very long. Keep writing me words, keep giving me things. I will sing, and then you can do what you like with it afterwards,
Tragically, Freddie Mercury would die in 1991 of AIDS-related bronchopneumonia. What is even more tragic is that he missed a miracle drug treatment by mere months that could have saved his life. Live Aid performance. Queen's Live Aid performance is widely regarded as Mercury's greatest moment. A stellar cast of performers took to the stage, the likes of which may never be seen before in terms of creative genius. Artists such as David Bowie, Mick Jagger, U2, The Who, Elton John, Paul McCartney and Phil Collins were but a few of the acts that filled the lineup. However, Queen and the magnificent voice of Mercury stole the show in what was one of history's greatest ever live performances. It came amidst voice trouble for Freddie, who had taken a break from the band to focus on a solo career. However, the band gloriously reformed from the ashes like a phoenix, with Freddie at the helm, peacocking on stage. He held the audience in awe in a pitch-perfect performance. He displayed electric charisma and had a crowd of 72,000 clapping in total unison. This was a performance of crowning glory, and many choose to remember this as a defining piece of excellence in a magnificent yet young life.